What up? Can you hear me? What the heck? We gotta get this. It says they can hear me, but not you, T. Gotcha. Good morning, squirrels. Morning, Robert. Massel. Massel has no sound at all.
Enter the studio. Can you hear me?
Now we got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you the whole time, Jodi.
Okay, shit.
How are
I
you
was
feeling?
I still feel like shit. That's why I'm not showing myself on screen because I look like garbage, but I had to pull through because we don't got Josh here. And I was like, you know what? I wish I felt better because I was like, dude, we could have did a Jodi and T takeover. You know what I'm
saying? Dude, we already had fucking problems at fucking 9:45. I think I don't have to.
You know what? I sat and thought, I was like, dude, I'm going to see if I can just get on yahoo.com, and he's got a Yahoo account. I was like, I'm going to see if he has 2 different passwords that I have. And I was like, one of these passwords got to work. And it did. And I was like, hell yeah. Number 1 rule, never use the same password for everything. But guess what? It worked out.
Right. Oh my God. When you said you got it, because I was sitting in my fucking chair and I was going to be like, Dad is going to be so pissed at us. Oh my God. If anybody's watching today, it's an open panel. Y'all can jump up and
open panel, you guys.
Yeah. So how, like, what is your body just weak right now, or what?
Honestly, it's mainly just my throat. My throat is just like fucking killing me. Like to talk, it kind of hurts, and then to swallow anything.
Did you scream or anything? You yell at anybody?
Sorry. No. I thought maybe it was from like being outside, or I sleep with my fan on all the time and my air on.
It could be the change of weather. It's colder. You're you know, because my buddy's kid just went to school and she said everybody in my class is sick. They got a cold. And I was like, yeah, because you haven't been around people for a whole fucking year. You ain't got no antibodies for nothing. So if there's a little tiny sniffle, you're going to get a sniffle.
Exactly. I know. Well, like, it's hard to decide, you know, you never know if it's fucking allergies or just a sore throat, or it's because, like, last night I really wanted to go out to the quarry, man. I wanted to go out there so fucking bad, but I was like, I'm not even risking getting anybody else sick.
Yeah, they had a good time, actually.
I know. I seen they're out on a fucking pontoon boat and shit.
Yep, I called Josh right when I could and talked to him, and then he was like, I need you or Jodi to get on there. I said, well, don't Jodi have all your passwords and all your information? I said, because I don't. And he's like, yeah, you run into one problem, you're fucked. And then, you know, Jodi, you ran into a problem today and you were fine. You were like, okay, I still got it.
Well, I really was like, okay. I was like, shit. I was laying here because I crap, and I'm like, all right, I gotta do this. And then I'm like, well, shit, what are we gonna do? And then I'm like, dude, just let me see if I can get in. It says you can email a code, but I don't know if it's email password name. Thankfully, it was. Thanks for all the support, guys. It said we got this.
Hell yeah, bro.
And that's the other too. I thought not only done a Jodi and T takeover, we could have. God damn it, we should have made like like a dummy Josh or something. We should have like his hat.
Just had him sitting here
Oh
like.
my god! Because I have my laptop too, so I could have definitely pulled the screen and put Josh like he was joining in, but we just had like next time.
That's a good one. You're right. He is nervous as fuck that we're doing this.
Why is he nervous? Well, I mean, I don't know that I shared it a bunch like he does. I shared it on our Facebook. That's about it so far.
Well, he's been on the show every fucking day for 10 months.
I know
every day. This is his
first time gone.
Not the first time he was gone, because I ran the show when he was gone, but now it's like I'm not even showing up on the fucking screen. You know, like he's in the air right now. Don't even know what the fuck's going on in real life.
Right? He has no idea.
Yep. So he's fucking scared. I know he's gonna get home.
He's got to get out of here.
Do what?
Actually kind of. I'm glad because I was like, I don't know how the fuck to pull comments up on the screen, but the cool thing is, all you gotta do is hit them.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. That's why I said I'll help you.
Yeah.
Good morning. Yeah, dude. I'm excited, dude. I woke up today and told my wife, I was like, we're leaving for Vegas tomorrow, and like when we leave, we're like, that's pretty much we're married.
Oh my god, isn't that so exciting though?
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Not the marriage part.
I told, yeah, even without the marriage part, it's going to be fun. But I mean, the marriage, I feel like it brings more nervousness than fucking. Like, I mean, I'm happy, of course, but like, I'm nervous and I just want everything to work.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you just gotta breathe and let it go. If you try to control stuff and sit and think, I just want everything to work out. I just want everything to work out, and you're nervous about it. That's how things start getting fucked up. You're going to fucking Vegas. You're getting married. You know what I mean? Like, you're there with like the person you want to spend the rest of your fucking life with. You're in fucking Vegas. Have you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, this is my second time. This is her first time. So, I'm not so nervous like that. It's because my therapist talked to me. She was like, if you go to Vegas and everything goes wrong, but you married your fiance, is it going to be a good trip? And I'm like, well, yeah. She was like, then why the fuck are you stressing? I was like, all right, you're right. So it could all go to shit. It could all go to shit, but I'm gonna be married to the woman of my dreams, So
100%.
Can't be mad about that.
Although when I got on this StreamYard earlier, right, I was like, before I like logged into ours or whatever, it shows like a lot of other people that are streaming and like how many views they have and shit. And Jesus Christ, like some of the things, like the one was just a girl laying in her bed, just laying. She wasn't even really attractive. She was just laying in her bed, and she had like 4,500 viewers.
Oh, because she does.
Because her butt cheeks were hanging out a little bit.
Yep, that's why.
I was like, damn, I gotta get on this level.
Right. Like I could just be doing my makeup, like, hey, I'm T-Rup, and there's a little titty. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god! And then they join in. Exactly.
Yep. Like, because what am I gonna do if I'm a man looking at a stream? I'm gonna text my friend, bro. This bitch got her ass out. You need to come watch this on the Twitch stream. She got her ass out. There's girls that sit there and talk with their uneducated self, right? But they're pretty, and they just sit there and talk this stupid shit like this, but they have their titties out, and people are in there. It's crazy. Yep.
They come up to the screen, and their tits are out a little bit, and you're like, shit.
Yeah, and then she talks. She talks really vibrantly, so her titties bounce. I'm like, dude, like nobody's watching you because you're a good person. They're only watching you to hopefully a nipple slip,
Right. I'm feeling like shit still, but I'm here today, so I'm gonna make the best of it. But yeah, that's what I was with this, like she was in like a nightgown and her ass was barely even hanging out, and she was just literally like laying there, and then she was like picking in her ear and shit, like and like biting her nails, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I
You
watched
know
it
what
for
I
2
do?
minutes though, so I
Sometimes
can't
I
even.
think, yeah, these I it doesn't matter though. I can't hate on them for doing that. They found something that works. You know what I'm saying?
100%. I'm not hating on them. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I need to get on this level. I could
Yeah,
probably
and
get on
then
the.
like thinking about it, dude, you're just playing like you're just doing what that's what men want. Men are fucking slobs, dude. And that's if I can get 5,000 stupid people to come in and look at my butt cheek, this much of it, then
Dude,
that's
I could
cool.
probably get on being like sick in bed and get a bunch of viewers because like people have a kink for anything, okay?
Yeah.
They probably have a sick kink. Like,
yeah. Oh, talk to me with your raspy voice, Jodi.
oh my God. Yeah, exactly. That's fucked up.
Shit's so annoying.
You've
I
heard of
mean,
scat play. What about snot play?
right?
Fucking disgusting. Ugh. No, we don't kink shame here.
There's ever since the invention of internet.
Morning,
Hey, baby.
Jess.
Ever since the invention of internet, you know how like before the internet, my internet was when I was 10 years old. It came out, but when before it did, you didn't hear nobody's fucking weird fetishes or weird kinks that they do, like if you were a weirdo, you were a weirdo at home, and then when you went outside, you were a normal person, Now these fucking weirdos have groups. Like I can go on a Facebook group in the groups things and type in like foot fetish, and I could probably get into 9,000 groups. Or like anything. It's so gross, man. Because now you can express who you are on the internet, and now there's people showing up. Like there's 7 billion people in this fucking world.
Right.
Somebody's gonna be a weirdo like you, or at least when you tell your opinion, they're like, I kind of like that too.
Or people are just taught not to judge or anything. So, like I said, there's no people have no shame about anything nowadays.
They don't, but people judge still like a motherfucker. I noticed that.
100%, but
I noticed that in real life. I was talking, and I was talking at the store. I was going to stopping at the store to leave, and then some girl was fucking with me, and because I told her I should be having this free coffee because I have a card or whatever, and she's like, "How do you know?" And I typed in my number to get the free coffee, right? But I was like, "Do I look like a guy that would lie to you?" And she looked at me and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Motherfucker."
You're like, shit. Well,
You look
everyone
like
would
a guy that
nowadays.
lies a lot.
You are a guy that lies a lot, or you're not?
What?
You are a guy that lies a lot, or you're not?
No, like I look like one. The face tattoos and like I look like a fucking a conniving asshole or whatever.
I watched this movie yesterday. It was all about stereotypes. It was called The Hunt. You ever hear about what is it? Is it Bohemian Grove? Was that where they go?
You said what now?
You've heard like conspiracy theories about how the elite hunt people in the woods, or no?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was a movie on it yesterday, but it was all about like stereotypes and how we stereotype people.
Yeah, stereotyping is like the biggest thing that people do, period. Just in general. Like immediately when I see anybody, well, I don't, but like when somebody sees anybody, they stereotype them for what they look like off off rip. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Oh, I have a. Remember the game? Fuck. Guess Who?
Yeah.
All right, so they got Guess Who, like high school edition, high school reunion edition, right? But
Yeah.
literally, like, you don't get to ask your own questions. The cards, you pull cards that are questions. But all the questions are like open-ended, stereotypical questions. So it might say like, I was most likely to get pregnant in high school, right? But I might look at these people, and my version of a chick that looks like she was going to get pregnant in high school is different than your version of a chick that looks like she was going to get pregnant in high school. Or it says like,
Right.
I robbed the 7-Eleven or something like that. So it's like big time. You see what your friends think of and like how they stereotype people.
You're right, though. You're right. Because, like, you know that game show, The Circle?
Yeah.
You know what that is? I think I know that I could go on there and I could win that game.
Being
Because,
yourself,
like,
or you going to be someone else?
I would be myself, of course. I would never be, I don't ever want to be nobody else but me.
Good
You know,
morning,
but
Sean.
good morning, Sean, Mr. Woolley. I would go in there and just be myself because I know my personality is so attracting. Even the way with I look, like Josh's grandma said it the best, 100% the best. She said he looks so scary, but right when he opens his mouth, he's a sweetheart. So, like, I think that's the best explanation because, like, even the guys at the sauna, when I go into the sauna or if I'm in the gym and I'm like, good morning to these guys. Well, now they love me, but like usually I'd say good morning and these people won't tell me anything. And then they wait for me to be in the sauna and I'm talking shit in the sauna with somebody else. And then they're like, oh my God, this guy's a good guy. They don't want to talk to me off rip. Like they don't want to, holy shit, this dude clearly did something wrong in his life to have face tattoos. You
So
know?
don't you think on The Circle they would probably think that you were like fucking around and that you were lying and that you weren't who you say you are? Because they would see all your photos, but then your personality.
Doesn't match. Yeah, that and they would be on the. I don't know. I think you're right though. I didn't think about that part, but like my personality, my magnetism is really good because the reason Jessica was watching Jessica and my little sister were watching the season finale, and I said that guy's gonna win. That the James guy or whatever is gonna win, right? And then Jessica texted me later. She's like, James won. Why the fuck how did you know that? Did you watch it? I'm like, no. But he was the nicest guy in there. He was the most magnetic guy in there. That's what. So pretty much I picked the guy that's most like me. And then I said he should win. And then he did.
It's all
So,
about making connections and relationships with
yep.
people. And I know it's hard to do like over like the internet and technology and stuff, but you can still do it. But it's all about like how you make other people. You have to it's not even about making yourself feel good. It's about people like you when you make them feel good. Like when you hang out with people, you're not hanging out with a bunch of fucks that make you feel like shit about yourself. You're hanging out with people that bring you up and make you feel good.
Ever since you told me that you were a bartender and how I've seen that your personal, how you can talk to people, I've always, ever since you told me that, I thought that I could be one of the best bartenders of all time. Like really, really thinking about it because I'm I'm a social butterfly. I love that shit.
Yes, it's all about, and that's what it is. It's like people come in, and when you bartend, it's not only about like, yes, it's about getting their drinks for them, but it's about entertainment. They're out to have a
Yep.
good night. So you make sure that they have a good freaking night.
Yeah, and then you sit there and when, dude, I don't know, because I've been like thinking about the bartender role, like because I don't know, you brought it up. You're the first bartender I know personally. Well, I know a couple now, but And I was like, dude, all I have to do is lift people's spirits. I said, that's the job that I would want, is like, you know how people say, get the job you love? I get to make people smile and laugh all day and get drunk. I mean, I feel like that's cool as fuck because I love making people smile without the fucking alcohol.
Oh, I always felt like I was like kind of like a stand-up comedian, like honestly, like on Friday and Saturdays especially. And oh my gosh, just because like there's some things that I'll say the same, but I also like, no, I'm a big improv person. So each person, each guest that I have gets a different experience because I'm not going to make the same jokes to this mom and her kids as I would to these single dudes that are out by themselves.
Yeah, see, so I know how to talk to people too, like, but sometimes when I'm just having a good time, I'm just gonna say whatever. But I feel like Josh and Ryan don't think I could speak business wise like that. I know there's a place and a time for everything,
Right.
but there's also when a joke hits me, I don't want to not say it. But and I can't differentiate, like, should I say it or not? So that's where I get it from them, is because they don't know, or like they don't think I know, and I'm like, oh, I know, but I just sometimes can't help it.
You just got to read your audience.
Yeah, that for sure. Because if we're laughing, having a good time, I'm cracking that joke.
Yeah, but if it's like, there's like, you can offend people and it be funny, but then you can offend people and it really fucking offends them, and it wasn't, like you said, the time or place, or they don't know that you were joking.
Or like coming out of your mouth, you could be totally jokingly, but it literally goes into their ears and it fucks their whole day over something you said that, like, I was just joking, but it doesn't matter. This dude takes this shit seriously.
Right.
People are hard, dude. Everybody's different. People are really hard to read. I think I've tried to do that my entire life, is read people, is what I've been good at. And like reading the vibes and stuff like that. But then like me sitting back in the room and reading the vibes, I learned that my voice carries I can talk and the neighbors hear me right now. And then since my voice is so loud and I'm heard, I can control every vibe to every room I walk into because I'm so loud and in your face,
Right. Well, see, some jokes, you gotta think about them like anal. They gotta be eased in.
Right.
You can't just fucking boom, slash it in there. You gotta fucking ease it in.
Somebody told me that they're like you go in the room and then look at how you can control the room. You're a controlling person. Like, no, dude.
What's going on?
What's up, Muhammad John?
Oh shit, am I in?
Yep.
What's
up, baby boys?
Sorry if you were sitting there for a minute. I just looked down and it had like there was like a red circle with a 1 on the guest, and I was like, oh, somebody's trying to join in.
Oh, it's cool. I was just doing.
We're trying to get our shit together here. We even need a tech guy soon. T, I don't know what the fuck Josh is gonna do anymore because we're not gonna need him.
Yeah, he's in timeout forever now. Fuck that motherfucker. All this animosity built up.
Is this the Jodi on the line?
Yep, this is the Jodi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Morning.
Finally.
Good to meet you. So you're gonna say animosity like 80 times this stream?
No, just once, because I don't want to get in trouble. I might get spanked when I get to Vegas.
Where's Joshy boy?
Josh is in the air going to Vegas right now.
Sick.
I'm fucking jealous, though. I've never been to Vegas.
Well, neither has my wife, and she's excited.
I told Victoria I'm going to send her, I'm going to Venmo her some cash and put on a machine for me. And if she wins, we'll just split it.
I like this remote gambling idea.
My dad.
Remote gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm like, just videotape me, just like pull me on FaceTime. walk me around in one of the casinos. I'll choose a machine, put money that I Venmo'd you in. Boom.
My dad wants me to, every time I go to Vegas, he wants me to, there's usually like a motorcycle, that's a whatever that's fucking called, the thing that does that. And if you go in there and bet a certain amount, you can win this motorcycle. And that's what my dad says. Give me a new motorcycle, son. Like, no,
oh my God,
you,
that'd be awesome. You guys have seen Vegas Vacation, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, but Rusty that goes in there, Papa Giorgio, he just fucking hits every machine and wins like 4 cars.
Right.
He's so delightfully aloof in that movie. It's so funny.
But his dad, on the other hand, literally, oh my God, that shit was funny. It reminded me of like when I first got way into like Dogecoin and back when it was like fluctuating like crazy. And I literally made a meme with Vegas Vacation because it was like, dude, there was people, it was either you were winning, making a lot of money, or you were losing a lot of money. There was no in between. So you were either like the dad or the son.
Yeah, Jessica fucking went on yesterday and was looking at somebody doing those machines, and the motherfucker was betting $100 at a time. Would blow 1,600 or no 12.
That's either
she blew 1,200
problem.
and then got up 1,600 and then did it all again and lost all of it.
Yeah, like see, when I go to I don't really go. I'm not a big gambler. Like my version of gambling is the stock market. That's what I choose to gamble on.
Right.
But when it comes to casinos and shit, or like my family is really big on the scratch off lottery tickets, but they'll just walk into the gas station and buy $100 scratch off. And I'm like, ugh, it takes a lot for me to buy a $5 or $10 scratch off.
Yeah. Jessica likes doing it every once in a while. And then if she wins money, she'll play with that money with the scratch offs over like the next week or so. You know, she's not doing it every fucking 10 minutes, you know.
We play
right, but they say you can't win if you don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but and she wants to go down there and gamble, so I'm gonna give her fucking time to go down there and gamble and experience Vegas the way she wants to experience it.
I just saw that a Michigan man got found. He drowned, and he had like the Keno. He won the Jack. He won like 47,000. They found him with the winning Keno ticket in his pocket. Drowned.
Oh.
Right?
He said, "Holy shit, I won!"
Like,
and then he fell into the water.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God! The only one I really play is called Lotto 47. It's a Michigan only game. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Powerball on Mega Millions, but like it's only like $1 million, not 150 mil. But you only have to get 6 numbers between 1 and 47, whereas like Powerball's like between 1 and 80 plus a Powerball.
Okay.
So less money, better odds.
Yep. Okay.
But yeah,
so
way better odds.
Everybody on the panel right now, you get $1 million. What's the first thing you're doing with it?
Man, I don't even know, honestly. I've been so poor for
well,
so
do you
long.
get the million, or are we still getting tax time?
You're getting $1 million exactly, not a penny more, not a penny less.
What would I do with it?
First thing you would do.
I would pay my Jeep off. Probably look into getting a like smaller house, like not super small, but I want one with land. Probably like anywhere from like a $200,000 house. And then I want to open up, I want to find a spot to open up a wellness center, a small little like for physical, mental, psychological health. And I really want to fucking do that. Like I feel like if the universe ever gave me that money, I would 100% have to stick to what I said. As much as I would love to go live a selfish lifestyle, I could not, because then I feel like bad things would come my way. Because I swore that if I ever came into a lot of money, I would give back to the community, to the world. I would open up a wellness center. And I would do that.
What about you, Mama John?
Like I said, my lifestyle right now is just writing and smoking weed. So I really don't require much. I don't I don't enjoy home ownership. I've done that. I don't really like possessions. Like as long as I have a computer and I can write and go perform stuff, I'm pretty content. So I'm kind of with Jodi. Like I have a history of friendly philanthropy around town to my friends and stuff, and I just like helping and working. So like I don't know what I would do with it. It would just have to go to someone else. It's like seems
I
like
like
a
that.
burden.
I like that answer too, though, because you're saying I'm content right now.
Yeah, I
I don't need money to change my life.
No.
And the only thing I would do,
a great tool to help you do different things, and
yeah,
but I don't think I would change like too much. Some people you see win that money and then they're broke a couple of years later.
But also, it's so boring when you see people like win money and then they just like invest it into like a fucking hedge fund or some shit. You're like, man, I wanted to see you do something with it instead of just put it on the back burner and make more money.
I'm buying a house on nice land and inviting all my people to stay on it, and I'm putting the remainder 750,000 into a fucking bank account that says Brain Jerk Entertainment on it, and we're gonna fucking do whatever we want.
Maybe I would.
That's gonna be the start out money to get to have Brain Jerk explode.
Brain Jerk worldwide.
Worldwide, like household name.
Maybe I'd start a kitten sanctuary, like on a bunch of land. Just hang out with cats all day.
Hang out with cats all day?
I'd visit you all the fucking time, bro. I might be Bahama T-Rup at the end of that.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Like, I might change my Facebook name from Brain Jerk T to Bahama T.
Man, I like you just fine as Brain Jerk T.
Yeah.
See,
I love cats,
that money, and they expect it to like change their lives, but if it doesn't change like who you are, or like make you better, or and if you're just gonna use it, and then I always think about it this way: have you ever seen the show Money Heist?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well they like rob a bunch of banks, get a bunch of money. Two of the people fall in love. They move to a fucking beach together. They're set. They have tons of money. They live on a beach. How could you not be happy when every single day you just wake up, you have good sex, good food, good drinks, you're on a beach, right? But after years of living that same life every single fucking day, I would get tired of it personally. Some people could live that for the rest of their lives. I couldn't. I have to be doing more. I have to do something more.
I agree. And I have this theory that novelty, like experiencing new things and variety, is like a time machine where, dude, I did the same thing every day for 10 years and like that went by in a flash. Like I may as well have been in a coma, but now I do different stuff all day. And it's like time is slowed down for me. Like every day is a new adventure.
Dude, I love
it
that.
Sounds so lame, but
no, that's real though, dude. I noticed when we first met you and we were walking around fucking Hamtramck and you were telling me this.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, he was sick and tired of the old bump and grind and he wanted to do something different. And now he's living at Planet A and wanting and doing what he actually wants to do.
And it's hard because I was making good money for a while, but it's it's a hard adjustment to change lifestyles completely and figure out, you get addicted to the stuff, you get addicted to the restaurant or the bar or buying something stupid just because you've got Amazon, so that was an adjustment. But man, it's I've never been happier, honestly. And I literally just sit on a porch all day. I walk like 10 miles a day too. I get out and go see my friends and go see comedy and music, and I shoot photos for the paper and all kinds of wild stuff. But it's funny. It just feels really, that sounds like I do a lot, but in my head, I feel just contentment, just kind of spending most of my time in my head thinking and then getting that all spun up. And then I kind of blow that brain load when I go out, Yeah.
You relate to Josh a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like both of you guys, and Jodi, you're just absolutely fantastic and one of my heroes.
Thank you, I appreciate that. See, I feel like I live in my head a lot, and I gotta get out of my head. And like the thing is, like every single thing that exists, it starts as a thought. So we have to take those thoughts out of our head and put them into reality. And that is how you manifest the things. So I'm like in my head too much, but I'm trying to get what's in my head out into the physical world now.
Well, shit, if you're in your head too much, because I've noticed that when you're like, man, I need to get out working out because I need to do this. I got a couple. Dude, if you look at the good things about you, you're a fucking great, you're a great personality. You're a good mother. You're it's like, and you can talk. You can almost talk. Like, I thought I was a good people person, but you can talk outrageously good. Like I try to learn from you sometimes.
Well,
so you have a lot of traits that are, I don't know. I think the traits that you bring are like all the traits that we needed, like a puzzle piece, like the synchronicity wave.
But I think that Jodi spent, I'm just guessing, but like, you don't arrive at all those skill sets without kind of living in your head and thinking about what you want to be and who you want to be and how you want to convey yourself to the world, So it's I don't think things like that I don't think people are really naturals at anything. I think it really does just take practice and thoughtfulness,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're a good people person, Jodi. That's what it is.
But the reason people are good people persons is because they have a pure heart and they do mean well for everyone, and that really does come out, I think.
Thank you guys. So you guys make me feel so good. That's why I love being here. Like, literally, like, it's just like we're always positively bringing everyone else up and bringing each other up. And you and Josh have helped me significantly. Oh my God.
Dude, 10 years ago, it wasn't cool to be nice to,
it wasn't.
People were just jerks, dude.
Fuck you. Fuck my job. Fuck my wife. Fuck, dude, my house sucks. Now it's like, dude, come on. Just appreciate life. Like, because everybody's allowed to do it by themselves.
Oh, it looks like your wife's hitting on me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Damn, I should be going to Vegas.
Sitting behind me. I said, oh shit, and then Jessica said, oh, all day, every day.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh
man, can't get mad. It's the truth. So,
I used to be so angry, man.
You were an angry person. My brother's super angry. He used to like work it out.
It was a result of, okay, so I started doing that corporate stuff and I was just kind of curious what it was like to have money because I never really did. And then I got it. And then you get attached to all these like life subscriptions, like a mortgage and insurance and car payments and Amazon, Spotify, all those stupid fucking things. And it's like, dude, I was just so fucking mad. But it was like, I was mad because I was trapped and it felt hopeless. There's no way out of it, I was like,
absolutely.
How the fuck do I got to sell a house? I got to sell a car. The car's a lease. I got a girlfriend living in this house I don't want to be with. It's like, it was just overwhelming, like an overwhelming problem to solve. So I just fucking put it on the back burner and just slowly went fucking insane.
Yeah.
I like how you call them life subscriptions. That's seriously, I love that. Like, and you're right though. And you know what though? When we try to live that life, we try to be perfect and make all those things happen. Like you said, we have the car, we have the house, we have all these different other subscriptions, we have our jobs, all this different stuff.
Yeah.
We really will go fucking crazy and go insane because as people, as humans, we're not meant to live in what society has created and is making us live in. No, so you will literally go mad.
And then when you stop believing in all of that, because like I got to a pretty high level in a very large corporation and I was like, people are always like, we're doing this to help save Detroit, or we're going to make the consumers' lives easier. At the end of the day, I'm talking to all these dipshit CEOs and lawyers and stuff, and they just want money. Like, it was just such a fucking scam, dude. And then you just feel so got. Like, I got by that shit. I bought it, And then that makes you feel even worse. You're like, oh, now I'm a fucking sucker, too. And now I'm mad as well.
I think I liked... So before I wrecked, I was a lot angrier before the accident, and when I think I realized a lot more about life than just I don't know. I was a lot happier because I was alive. But like, what I've noticed with not working, like, I want to feel needed in a different way than what I need to feel. Like, I'm needed for shit in my personal life, and that's cool. But like that, somebody needing me to do my job to get me or to get their job done, or something like that. That made me feel like a self-worth, a certain self-worth.
Well, it also makes you feel competent. Like people value the skill set you have.
Right?
That makes you feel good.
Yes. So that and I seen it as like a break from my life, but like you said, I've never noticed this, but while I was working, I was angry as fuck for no reason. But I also think I was a child still, like I was not grown up yet.
Well, you've arrived at this mindset at an incredibly young age, and I don't know. I don't mean to be comparative, but you're 10 years younger than me, and it took me a lot longer, man. And you know what? Maybe it's just those certain life events that need to occur, and maybe they just occur randomly.
Definitely is, because time is important, and you can learn different things over time. But also, like, there could be a moment that is way more intense than the length of time. Like, even with people, you could have intense moments with people, and then you might know someone your whole life. But the time that doesn't matter. It's about the moments and the intensity of it.
Yeah, you can think of it as like a sine wave with like frequency and amplitude, right? Like a flaming hot relationship on the line will be like this, and maybe it's short. But then, yeah, like you're saying, like a lifelong friend, like the novelty could just be kind of steady and
steady and like a pace. Yeah,
a nice canoe ride on a calm lake.
Because I can relate to when I talk to the people in the sauna. These people are everywhere from 55 to 85 years old, and I talk to every single one of them, and I can relate to all of them, and they all say that they wish they would have had my mindset at this age.
Yeah, no, and I feel like I don't usually feel like I've lost life. I don't have any regrets, but that not having arrived at that was a time,
But see, it took like you getting in that accident to have that mindset. So even though people
it took them saying, hey, you almost died. You had a 5% chance of survival. You'll never walk again, and you'll never be the same ever again. Like, what?
Yes. What? So people want that mindset. They don't really want to go through what you had to go through to get that mindset.
It's really hard, man.
That's one thing that like I said, from you and Josh, like from Josh, I've learned that, like, I just love that anything that he wants to fucking learn and says he wants to do, like the fire blowing shit, or if you guys want to do comedy or wrestling or cooking or whatever it is, you can do. And from you, I've learned
easy motto is make it exist.
I don't want to have to go through something fucking tragic for me to finally have, like, dude, I see you have excitement and gratefulness and shit. And like, I don't want to take my life for granted and have to go through something to reach that, like you said, to get to your mindset, to get to.
Now, what about
That's what I want to do, though, Jody. I want people to know about what I figured out and how life's supposed to be. Well, in my eyes, of course, but I want people to know, like, when I say my story, I want them to know, like, holy shit, this dude's doing it. And,
right.
And he had all this, because I remember a couple times when I was in the hospital, there was people, and I was wheeling my wheelchair around, and I seen them, like, it's kind of weird. I seen them, and they were way worse off than me. Like, oh, this dude got a fucking brain injury, and his fucking skull is caved in, and I still know that my name's Tyler. And I was like, it could be worse. So I got to go around the hospital because I'm a talkative guy. I didn't want to sit in the fucking room all day. And I got to go see what, like, this really was. And I was like, oh my God, I got lucky. So once I started counting, like, oh my God, I got really lucky when I should have died. Right. There was so many things telling me I should have died. And like, I'm lucky out here. Like, this dude just fucking cracked himself with a bat. Somebody cracked him with a bat, and he'll never know his name again.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. It's just.
See, I got like a lot of anger built up that I am trying to get out, and I pretty much have gotten it out. But like, life's just fucking hard sometimes. And like, I mean, like I said, people know my mindset, but they don't know what it took to get here, even, or they didn't see. Like, I do show a lot on camera, but like before I didn't. And 2 years ago, I went through some of the hardest shit I've ever gone through in my life, and it still affects me. But I completely changed because I was like, holy shit. After some shit happened, I started like becoming a victim to my situation. And then I was like, I don't want to fucking be a victim. I'm not going to let this person or this situation ruin mine and my daughter's life. We're going to fucking be stronger because
And
of
those
it. We're going to be
situations just
better.
live in the air. They're not real. They're just abstract things just floating around, you know.
It's a fucking Jodi, it sucks though. It's a fight. Like you literally have to wake up every day and fight it. Like even out of the hospital, I fight it every day, but I fight a mental battle now. When I was in the hospital, I'm doing this. I'm getting healed and I'm gonna stand the fuck up and I'm gonna walk. And it's the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. And it feels so hard because it's mentally straining, it's physically straining, whatever's going on. But when you feel that change, when you actually notice the change, not in your own head, but when you start seeing life change around you, that's when you're like, oh my God, this ain't even hard work at all. This is just needed work.
Do you think you could learn this mindset, or do you think you actually have, like Jodi was saying, she doesn't want to have to go through a significant traumatic experience to have, to arrive at whatever headspace she wants to be in. But can you learn that headspace from anyone, or do you think you actually do have to go through the trials of life to arrive at it?
I think people go through different things, because like the situation that I went through, like completely life-changing, and I hope that no one has to go through it, but I know that a lot of people go through it. And but I think that I don't know, because I think that you would personally, you don't really know how you're going to be. You can hope that you're going to be who you want to be, but you never know who you're going to be when something happens to you. I think you would have to go through a situation.
It's transformative in a way.
It's all about,
you can't like appreciate life and have that gratefulness, but I think it would still be a little different to personally go through it.
Good morning, Ryan. How about this, Jodi? Somebody's 85 years old and he speaks wisdom to you, or he or she speaks wisdom to you when they tell you about life. Lo and behold, life is fucking traumatic, and they had 85 years on this fucking earth. So everything they say is like a fucking God-given, like, right. Oh my God, this is the apple, you know?
So it's like you could choose not to listen, but here we are talking to an 85-year-old, and it's like, you kind of got to fucking believe it, because they're still here and kicking.
And that's what it is. It's life is a whole bunch of traumas.
But I don't know, because I feel like sometimes, depending on who the person and situation is, just because they're 85 doesn't mean they have wisdom. You could have a 5-year-old child who has more wisdom than that 85-year-old. It depends on the person, what experiences they've been through, their perspective. Just because someone makes it to 85 doesn't mean, what if they're a shitty ass person? This is how I feel about
my dad's like pushing like 64. He's still an asshole.
So you might try to get some wisdom from them, but what if you're learning all the wrong things? That's why.
And that's why I'm nervous about him having so much interaction with my nieces and nephews. I was like, you're just going to teach him the wrong, weird capitalist thing that you do, Instead of like
it's all about the company you keep, like we've talked about, You start to accept different things from yourself based on the company that you keep.
Yep.
It does.
I had to unlearn lots of stuff, man.
Because I don't feel like I was ever even thinking about growing up until I literally woke up and they were like, "Hey, bro, you just died. You have a screw in your head. Like you're not okay." That is when I was like, "Holy shit, I could die."
Mm-hmm.
Didn't once fucking say
like,
yep. Boy. And just man. It's a lot of fucking But like you said, like when they say I'm 28 and I got all this life experience, I'm like, dude, it's just because I was thrown into a fucking pit of fucking fire.
Yeah. Well, and
I
you
was
figured it out,
literally.
though.
But you said you came out, but this is the thing. You said you came out like you're less angry now than you were before. Some people, if they went through your situation, they would come out of it angry.
Yeah. Well, what it is you, no matter how long you live, you're gonna face traumas. There's traumas everywhere. Your life is gonna
Absolutely.
Dude, there's
negativity
micro-trauma.
and positivity is gonna hit you in the face your whole life. It don't matter who the fuck you are. It don't matter how much money you got.
Nope.
It's all about how when that fucking giant fucking metal dick hits you in the head and knocks you the fuck down. It's all about how you get up. Like
known
'cause it's
billionaire
going to happen.
Dan Gilbert, massive stroke, can't do jack shit with his money. All he did his whole life was fucking obsess over making money, and now he can't do anything because he's in a wheelchair, like barely conscious. You know.
Yep. And that's what it is. It's
weird life, dude. Weird thing to do.
Life is fucking strange.
You gotta beat it. You don't gotta. Okay, if I break my leg and I fucking it heals, I didn't beat a broken leg. Oh, I healed a broken leg. You gotta beat that shit physically, mentally. You gotta beat it out of your whole entire body, pretty much. And that's when you realize you're like, oh my god. Like for instance, me, all these mind issues, and I'm beating it without medications. Look how fucking strong I am.
Exactly.
And it's not that I'm
awesome.
physically strong because I'm physically crippled. Dude, my mental state is a fucking bodybuilder fucking winning fucking competitions because every fight that happens, I'm just like, okay, you know what? Time to get back to fucking business. Time to figure this fucking shit out.
It always comes back to that mental health. And I'm excited. Yep. That's what I am happy for. It's going to be like a big like fight and like revolution kind of to get there. But mental health and spiritual health is becoming important, which usually people only look at the physical because that's what we can see in the here and now. But people are realizing how much mental health COVID has dramatically like made like a mental health crisis happen because people are locked up in their houses.
I've seen it both ways. I've seen people find more mental strength in COVID, and I've seen people fucking lose it in COVID.
Exactly.
100.
For instance, all my people, we've all got mentally stronger since.
Yeah.
Everybody everybody. But like, I know some people because as soon as I heard about this shit that we were gonna get locked down and I didn't have the sauna no more, I was like, I'm about to start taking meds because I don't have my life that I accustomed to, you know, that was how I gave up, you know, for a minute there. And then I went down a rabbit hole. I had every fucking emotion crazily since COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And now I beat it. And now I'm even stronger. So
see, I went down a rabbit hole too. Gear Changer says outer space, bro. For real, because I went into a rabbit hole of like basically seeing like, yeah, we have our human existence, but then in all reality, I'm really into science. So I read a lot of science articles and there's just some shit going on outside of like the society and economy and just being human and what's going on in space and with black holes and with parallel universes and crazy. And knowing that we're more than just a human here and we're like infinite beings, all belonging to the same.
Oh, I noticed there's kind of two types of people through COVID. And I hang out with mostly like musicians and artists and creative type people. It's like kind of just my shit. I noticed a lot of them just kind of recoiled and didn't do anything. And just kind of, I don't know if they enjoyed the break vacation with unemployment. But there was so much opportunity to go do stuff and fall into rabbit holes and learn stuff. And I was just kind of disappointed by a lot of my friends that didn't. But then again, at the end of the day, it's their life, and maybe they just needed a break, and this was a good excuse to take a break. But I went, just like you guys, I went full bore into video production, comedy writing, sketch writing, character work, and broadcast software, and all this shit. And like I said, I was in a house in Hamtramck and ended up in a theater. So
Right.
I don't know, some people, I don't know, you react different, but I just saw it as an opportunity to get back to myself.
Absolutely. Right. That's kind of like, yes, that's how some people have chosen to take it, is to like learn. But because sometimes, like, I get that there are people that are on unemployment and whatever, but then there were some people that they were like, they didn't go back to work because they started making money on their own. It's not because people are like, every time I hear people are like, oh, people are lazy, they don't want to work. And I'm like, no, but people found means for making money working for themselves and not having to work for
not
other
making
people.
You money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think I've never not had a boss. And like, I haven't, today is actually my first day working under someone in a year and 4 months. And it's like, I feel like I have so much like employee leverage now. Like, they're like, wear black jeans. I'm like, I don't have any, so I'm going to show up in my blue jeans. And they're going to be like, well, you're not wearing black jeans. I was like, yeah, but you got a guy who's about to boil you fucking 400 lobsters. So what do you want?
Right.
So it's like, I can catch the bus back home, bro.
That is the thing. That's the thing, is like, you don't have to worry, because you're like, all right, if you need to go work there, and now it's a high demand, so you can go out and be like, like, I want to work for, this is how much I have to be making, and I don't want to be scared to even say that. I'm gonna say that, and if you don't want to pay me that, then all right, I don't want the job. I'll find someone who will pay me that.
Straight up.
I needed a job, and I went to this place where it's in Hamtramck, and you throw footballs at bowling pins. It's called bowling. Guys, yeah. In the first 2 minutes of this interview, this guy's going on these like QAnon rants, and I'm like, hey, bro, I don't think this is gonna work out, man. And I was like, but thanks for making me walk 2.5 fucking miles to your stupid ass place, Yeah. And he was just like, what? I was like, I don't think it's gonna work out. And then I left.
Like, what do you mean? Like, yes, if it's bringing down, if it's a negative workspace or environment, and it's like not bringing anything to your life, like growth wise, joy wise, you fucking are miserable being there. Just like,
could have been real fun, but you're being a fucking weirdo, dude. Yeah, I'm out, dude.
You see, like, some people, like Josh has been working in a kitchen, and he's having the time of his life working in a kitchen. And everybody says there's so much negativity going on in a kitchen, and this motherfucker says, I love going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the fucking vibe you bring into work. Like, if you want to make it work, just fucking go in there with a smile on, not go in there and be like, oh, I gotta punch in.
Like, you know those bartenders who are just so fucking salty, and it's like, you know what? You got addicted to paying rent. That's what happened, and now you go to this job every goddamn day that should be a place of joy and relaxation and leisure, and you're just creating this big black cloud over your entire audience. And you know what? You are a bartender. You're an entertainer. You're supposed to
100%.
Create
I've
positive
been realizing
vibes for
that.
everyone.
See, and like so I bartended and I served, and I absolutely loved it, because especially on Fridays and Saturdays, I would go hang out with all my girls. I'd make good money, and I was literally making people have a good time and laugh while they were out to dinner. But then I started, after being there for like 5 years, and then a lot of my crew left and whatever, I started getting unhappy there. I was too complacent. I started getting angry, started getting mad. But I felt like I was like bringing, my own life was being brought down because of my attitude about it. But also I felt like I was going in there, and people don't know me as like I'm not a negative person. I'm not shitty, like, but I'm coming in pissed off, fucking cussing, angry. And I was like, you know what? I got to quit. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I have a negative attitude here. I don't want to be here. I'm not happy here. And I'm bringing that in, and I don't want to rub that off on you guys or
that's
on myself.
So thoughtful, dude. And that's so adult and so mature to just be able to be self-aware enough to just call it and be like, dude, your life is going to get so much better when I leave. Don't worry about it.
Like, yeah, and my own life. Like, I was like 5 years of, but some people, the thing is, they didn't even think I was that negative, because all of them were that negative.
Oh my
God. They were fine with it. It was a toxic environment, but it was just okay, and people were okay with that.
That's awful.
Dude, I have toxic traits to this day. And I literally like you said the other day, Jody, but he calls himself out on it. So at least he's holding it. So like now, since I've been learning, I'm holding myself accountable for it, so I can. And maybe it's not the first time I'm like, oh, T-Rup, you've been a fucking asshole today. I'm not gonna be like, okay, then I'll never be an asshole again, because I'm probably going to be an asshole again.
Right.
Absolutely.
But it's good to recognize
if
it.
I
but
hold
not
myself
wallow in it.
accountable a million fucking times, maybe I can one day start being an asshole and then be like, this ain't what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Look what this done in the past. You know, maybe I can fucking correlate it to where you're not being an asshole no more. You're having a good time.
Well,
That's
it's like
why
quitting cigarettes.
when
you got to want it too, you know. You gotta
that's
want
why
it
when I
not
told
be.
Jess, I said, baby, please waste your time on me. That's what I meant by that. Like I'm every day I'm fixing this shit. And so waste your time on me. Maybe I'm a fucking basket case right now, but I'm gonna get better. I've always got better. I was burnt, I was beat, I was broken, and I fucking got better. I was mentally broken, I got better. Like everything, I'm only getting better. I'm taking steps up. If you see me walking down the stairs, you can fucking get up and take a bite out of my ass and be like, hey bro, you know, you need to. But like, if you can see a slight improvement, then like, I don't know, at least I'm trying.
Absolutely. That's all you can do every day. Just wake up and try.
And also, you know what? I do believe that you have to really believe
Love
that you're
yourself.
doing the right thing for yourself, because people are so hesitant to give you any compliments or say that you've inspired them or say that, hey man, I like you, or hey, that's a cool outfit or anything, dude. So it's like you
Isn't
really
that
just got to
bad?
be headstrong. I know, man, and it really is. And I think I'm a pretty good complimenter in a way that's not like weird, and I don't feel weird about propping people up.
Right.
Like I'll see like strangers on the street, like a chick, and it's not even a sexual, like a pickup thing. I'm just like, no, I don't know how I say it, but it comes off cool. And it's just like, hey, dude, I like that those glasses are sweet or something.
Hell yeah.
And people are just
Anytime.
like, thanks, man.
I fucking
you know?
love that, dude. That's one of my. I was already gonna tell you, I love your nail polish color.
Oh,
I really fucking do. It's one of my favorite colors. But yes,
me too.
my daughter, she's only 6 years old, dude, and she just is so like spiritual, but so kind. But I try to tell her not to talk to strangers and shit, but she can't help it because she's talkative like me. But
same.
one thing that this kid does every fucking time, everywhere we go, to every single person she comes into contact with, I like your glasses, I like your dog, I like your haircut. She's got a compliment, something nice to say Jodi. To every single person we walk past. And I'm like, dude, sometimes I'll be like, don't be talking to everybody, but then I'm like, oh, she's giving every person a fucking compliment.
Yeah, that's a little pickle right there, but that's beautiful.
Think about it. Like when you're going by and somebody took the time out of their day to put this on or to something like that, and you compliment them for being them. That makes them, that is a sense of empowerment. Like, dude, your glasses are cool. And then what if she was like, ooh, these glasses are risky. I don't know if I'm going to go out today in them.
Yes.
And then you say they're cool. She's like, I did it. I fucking did it. You know?
Exactly. Or if you like cut your hair or colored your hair. And like there's people who, like you said, like grandmas and shit, they don't got a filter. They'll be like, what did you do to your hair? Oh, I liked it better the other way, or this or that, right? So what if, like you said, people are so free with like, they'll send negative comments or think something negatively about someone, but they don't think positively about someone or about ourselves even.
You know what's funny?
My favorite thing is now I can tell when people are not, like when people are being themselves, because dude, if you're yourself, you're weird in your own way. Everybody's weird in their own way if you're 100% yourself, you know.
Totally.
Like I can tell if people are trying to, to put on the facade, you know.
Dude,
and then my favorite thing
My favorite
thing is people expressing themselves as much as they can.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's literally, I'm writing a book right now, and it's kind of tongue in cheek, but the whole thing is just fucking express yourself from your heart. Like, honestly.
Yep. Because, dude,
it's like, scary.
Weird is the new norm, but what I call weird is everybody expressing who they really are. Because every fucking buddy, dude, if I go date this girl and I get to know her for 20 years. Her brother or sister, when she was growing up, they're like, dude, this bitch is crazy. You know, they have a whole different, like, I've known her for every fucking day of her life and she sucked. You know? And
Right.
you're like, dude, I met her fucking 20 years ago and I love the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Everybody's perspective of someone else or even of yourself. Hey, they'll be so proud of you today, T, because you were well behaved. And look, that was very insightful, T-Rup. Bam, from Masshole.
Dude, I used to work with this very pretty Instagram influencer girl in the office, and she's got like whatever, like 50,000 followers or some shit. Gets like promotions. Very like housewifey, very Barbie. But she was so quirky and weird and didn't even know it. But like her whole life was like a clean ass shopping mall or some shit. But she was just a fucking total fucking weirdo, dude. And like, but her shit was so put together that like people just kind of glossed over that. But I'm pretty good at picking up on traits of people, and man, she was pretty out there. But
Yeah.
you would just think from her Instagram thing that she like lives on a fancy boat in LA or something, you know?
Yeah, people do that. They're all buttoned up.
Mhm.
They're all buttoned up. But man,
Like, I know you're a fucking nut bar.
Yeah. Being yourself is so much cooler because now you find people that like you'll have a lifelong friend because this person likes who you are 100%. You'll have a lifelong friend.
Squirrel.
But if you're faking everything, dude, what if one day you're like, oh, I'm going to be a different kind of fake person now. I'm going to be the tough guy now. Now you lost fucking 40 friends. But if you're just the fucking loving fucking guy that you always are, dude, everybody stays around forever. They they don't go away. They're leeches.
No, and I've just been on this steady positive trajectory, you know. Hello.
Yeah, that's good. Listen, we're having such a good talk. I hate to get out of here, but I gotta go because I gotta go pull some damn weeds. But
Okay,
I'm
guys.
so glad that we got on today because honestly, like yesterday, I didn't do shit. I got off the podcast, took a nap. I was supposed to go do a cleaning job and I canceled it because I felt like garbage. I felt like garbage when I woke up, but I feel a lot better after bullshitting with you guys. So appreciate all of you.
Good
You
job.
too, Jody. Love you guys.
Have a great
send
day.
Josh my regards. I'll talk to you guys soon, I'm sure.
I told him to call me when he lands because I'm going to take this show to the top. And what did I do? What did I do?
Out. Boom.
I'm out.
No more animosity.
Love you guys. Have a great day.